It's that time again, your crypto daily time. So grab a seat, get some coffee, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And now here's your hosts, Red Planet 32 and Johnny Boy Crypto.
Hello, crypto world, baby. Yes, I am here. Your host, Red Planet 32. And of course, my wonderful co-host, Johnny Boy Crypto. And our special co-host tonight, Mr. Digi Warfare himself. What is going on, world? I hope everybody's had a fantastic weekend or a fantastic week. It's Friday night. The mood is right. Some of us got paid and some of us have not, but yet and still we are here, my brothers and sisters in the crypto. Hey, listen, make sure you click that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And, of course, don't forget to ring my bell so you can be reminded when we go live and go loud across the airwaves, across the stratosphere, across the planet. Yeah. All right, it's live. Your Crypto Daily. Call-in number if you want to call in. Get on the air. Let your voice be heard. Don't be silent. Let's be in solidarity of the crypto tonight. You can reach us at area code 646-558-8656. You can chime around and voice your opinion about life. So we're going to kind of do the show tonight a little different for those who are on with us. Of course, we're going to talk about tonight, we're going to talk about the divorce rate right now in crypto, how crypto destroyed my marriage, and the crap that's happening with people in crypto right now. Oh, hey, we got one person watching. It's probably me. But crypto right now is a little crazy. Let's talk about where the crypto is right now. Let's be about that life, if we will, and just talk about some of that coin market action. And as soon as it wants to pull up here, there we go, my little apple seeds. Let's talk about it, shall we? Winning. Oh, there's the screen. There you are. Come on, come on. Pay all that money for the internet and still doesn't want to run right. All right, shout out. Of course, the show has been brought to you by, as we get ready to prepare, X42, open, feeless, infinite. Check them out at x42.tech. Spectre Security Coin, helping build a better, safer blockchain technology. And of course, I want to give a shout out to our newest community partners, Fearless Girl Boss and her team, Cracking Crypto. Yeah. Who else we got? Adam White with Adam White Speaks. You guys can check these guys out. Their links at yourcryptodaily.com. Adam White Speaks, a great motivational speaker. If you need someone out there to motivate your team, your crypto development team, different programs to be put in place. Great outlet. Fearless Girl Boss doing her thing with her new products that just came out fresh. So that's exciting stuff for skin products for those. So we're expanding, man. Cryptocurrency is not just for crypto heads, but cryptocurrency is about including everyone in the mix of things, right? And showing companies or businesses that may not necessarily be involved with cryptocurrency how they can get involved and how cryptocurrency can really benefit their cause and their business. And that's what it's all about, baby. All right, let's just go down the line, shall we, and talk about it. And if I can get my screen to go right here. Well, you guys can see right on the screen. So we're going to go right down to top 10. Top 10. Bitcoin coming in at $3,600, just maintaining. Not down just a tad bit. which is interesting. It's like that $3,600 mark. A lot of people are predicting that it's going to drop down to $1,200, $1,000. I've heard. Some people were saying $2,400. I don't know. Time tells. XRP maintaining right there, that 30-cent, 36-cent range. Ethereum, it is what it is there. 116. Bitcoin Cash, the coin that everybody loves to hate. 127. EOS 245. Tether, Johnny Boy's favorite one, coming in at 101. Litecoin, looks like they changed their emblem a little bit. More dark blue. Fascinating. All right, so and then we got Litecoin coming in at 32.92. Stellar 10 cents. Tron 2 cents. Bitcoin SV rounding out the top 10 at 74.87. Everyone's pretty much in the red, slightly in the red, and this is slight green action from EOS and Tether. But Tether, it is what it is. It's always going to be in that funky range, right? And then do your own research for the other stuff, man. Ethereum Classic, how the mighty have fallen since it's gone on Coinbase, down to $4 and some change. But a coin I just want to highlight this week. Now let's see if it's still doing good. Like let's look at the super coin of the week, right? It's Starcoin, up 155%.
Nice.
Yeah, right. Love it. And then Agrello maintaining a nice 20%, man, last 24 hours. But let's look at what's up going on throughout the week, though, right? That kind of gives you a better idea. Make sure it's not a fly-by-night type deal. So, yeah, there we go. Starcoin. Last 7 days, as you can see, it's not up. It's up in the last 7 days. It's still up 36%, and most impressive. LRM coin. I see this jumps up and down like by a lot every freaking week. It seems like 182% for the week. Dig, if you will, the picture. Crowd Machine coin up 130% for the week, and Delphi coin or Delphi up 129%. And so, me personally, I'm not a super investor. I just like looking at these odd projects, right? And we're gonna get right into the divorce, how I destroyed my marriage topic in a moment. But I look at companies like Delphi or Delphi, however it's pronounced, and it's like $4 million in volume in the last 24 hours. And it's up 29%, 129%. So maybe that's something to watch. And that's what the cracking crypto guys do. They find these projects and they look these projects up. They do their research. They give us their Fibonacci's and all their whole Olive Garden, a la carte analysis and everything, and they tell us how everything lays out, and we go by their word because their word is law. I love those guys. All right.
I am the law.
I am the law. And so those guys are like geniuses, and they're like always right, it seems. So, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, they just kind of give you an update there. Now, a coin that I had personally that I'm kicking myself that I sold all way too early is this coin right here, gold coin. Last week it was anywhere from 2 cents on and just hovering around 3 cents, and then all of a sudden this week it jumped up to 7 cents per coin. I would have doubled my money if I would have held on to it. This coin right here is going through an interesting thing right now. It's going through like a mini fork. Hey, Elliot Webb, man, that's a name I've heard in a while. What's going on, man? It's lovely to see your name again. So come, let's fall in love again. Let's turn all the dirt in this world into shiny gold. Yeah, so they're going through a reverse fork, and I'm still not clear on what that is. I would love to get you guys on the show one day so we can talk about that, what a reverse fork is. I'm interested to understand how that works. So, but nevertheless, their volume was not all that high. I've seen anywhere from 15,000 up until like 100,000 when it was like super pumping one day. But, still a good investment. I think overall, for what they're trying to do, I guess they have a big plan, big scheme of things that they want to do, which is great. So, max supply of that 72 million, circulating supply 41 million. Go figure. So, and it's cheap. It was up as high as 26 cents per coin like last year. So that's something. But that's my overview of the week here at Your Crypto Daily. Goodbye, folks, and have a great weekend. No, we're going to talk about some coins here, and we're going to talk about this divorce rate that's gone sky high across the country. For many of you guys that are out there in the world right now. Divorce rates, for those who actually care about marriage, divorce rates are really, really high right now. Johnny, how high is the divorce rate right now? Off of your head, what would you think? How high do you think it is?
I'd be guessing. You want me to guess?
Yeah, come on, guess. Come on, 10 cryptos for the person who can guess it right without cheating.
I'd say
5, 4,
probably like around. But I bet based on age bracket, if you want to go that part, millennials is probably the highest, and I'd say that's probably around 60%.
60%.
If I had to guess. And if you're looking at baby boomers, I'd say that's probably around 45%.
45%.
Baby
Well, let's see. Did you
I
say?
got,
Oh, go ahead.
you know, I bet divorce lawyers have made more so far this year than was lost in the Cryptopia hack.
Oh, Cryptopia hack! No, mama, no. Yeah, good old Cryptopia. Man, we're gonna talk about them tonight too, man. Freaking goats. You know, who loves Cryptopia? Right. What? Oh, man. Oh, Cryptopia. Yeah. Nobody likes you. Scammers. They don't like you just like they don't like, let's say the magic words, Corrects 24. Oh, the kids are angry. Oh, freaking birds hate you too. My God. Freaking jerks. All right. The people have spoken and the birds have spoken too. Let's talk about research and divorce. And we're going to talk about these knucklehead exchanges here in a few moments. They're pissing me off. And everybody knows you don't piss off Red Planet. Things start getting shaken up in the world. Start getting all chocolate on you. Marriage and divorce are both common experiences in Western cultures. More than 90% of people marry by the age of 50. Healthy marriages are good for couples' mental and physical health. They are also good for children. Growing up in a happy home protects children from mental, physical, educational, social problems. However, about 40 to 50% of married couples in the United States divorce. What was your guess, Johnny?
Like 60, 63%-ish.
Okay, so you're off a little bit.
Millennials, and then like 45% for baby boomers.
Oh, you're getting all deep on me. Well, the average.
I think the older generation is probably lower. The younger generation is probably a lot higher, way higher.
Well, in the United States alone, it's about 40 to 50%.
Damn.
So it's like one out of two married couples are just like straight up, I'm done. Now, there's a study I'm pulling up on the site right now. Right? Millennials are causing the divorce rate to plummet.
Damn millennials.
Millennials, man. And we're going to talk about that divorce rate with the in the crypto and what's going on there in a few moments. You guys just be patient with us that are hanging out with us. Shout out to you. I know this is kind of an odd show. You guys are like, oh my God, what are you talking about? Oh, nope. So, Americans under the age of... Excuse me? I thought you were saying something. Yeah, well, it says Americans under the age of 45 found a novel way to rebel against their elders. They are staying married. Right now... You're still there. I can hear you. I know you're fading in and fading out. Generation X, especially millennials, are being pickier about who they marry and try not at older ages when education, careers, and finances are on track. So they're getting married older and their marriages are lasting longer. Demographers also already knew the divorce rate was falling, even if the average American didn't. Their question was, however, was why. So millennials are smarter. They got it figured out, man. They got it figured out. So they're getting married right now. See, this chart is saying that it's falling way below the average. So it looks like it's falling right there in that 30% range of divorce rate among millennials. So, Johnny, your theory is wrong. 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 Millennials millennials are making smarter decisions.
Hey, I didn't. That's crazy though. That's good though. I mean,
And-
that's a good thing.
Stop getting your info from BuzzFeed, please.
Oh man, yeah, the millennials are making smarter decisions, man. They're getting married, so they're not. So the theory is then, just based on what they're saying, right? Is because tonight we're talking about how the topic is how cryptocurrency has destroyed marriages, right? Looks like the theory is that millennials are marrying later and they're a lot more pickier about what they want from people, which is fascinating to me, right? And they're in a lot more of a stable situation when they decide to tie the knot, which makes a lot of sense, right? Because younger generations, I mean, people were getting married in their teens, and the older generations, I'm sorry, like the baby boomers, as Johnny Boy eloquently brought up there. They got, they were getting married in their teens, man. And so with the millennials, they're getting married later, probably in their 30s now, a lot later time. And when they're married into their 30s, they're done with their college education or their skilled trades or whatever it is that they're looking to do to solidify their life. And they're a lot more stable. And we know one of the biggest causes of divorce rates right now across the country really comes from, what do you guys think it is?
Money.
Money, baby. Money. You got to have that money to keep that honey. Huh?
I said, yeah, I got it right. Yeah.
Yeah. You got to have that money to keep that honey. So,
BuzzFeed was right about that, at least.
Oh, wow. Really? Really, man? If I could put up a Prince meme right now, I would right now, just to make a face at you. But, yeah, man. So it's like, that's why. Oh, my little buddy. I don't like Periscope because I have to manually start this thing every freaking time, it seems like. So that's where we're at right now. So let's talk about it. There's a study that was done. And over in the UK and over in Australia, how right now people are having some serious complications with divorces right now in cryptocurrency, and it's pretty fascinating because it's complicating things, right? So let's go to our first story tonight, and what happened to our sound? Our sound has gone away. Our music. Oh, poor music, you've gone away. Off into another land.
It sounds like a bad country song. She took the dog, the car, my crypto.
Yeah, my crypto. Yes. All right, so let's go to our first story here tonight, and as soon as I can get it, yeah. So Bitcoin is giving divorcing couples something new to fight about. All right, this is from Bloomberg, and this was back from 2018, which was just a few weeks ago. And it says divorces are messy and cryptocurrencies are helping to make them a whole lot more so. Virtual currencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum are a new challenge for UK lawyers plagued with volatility and secrecy. Ew, secrecy. That is extending the already painful process dividing a couple's assets, right? This is the rising popularity of Bitcoin, and for a while at least, its rising value means more separations involve the currency, which is difficult to trace, hard to value, and although parties have a duty to provide full disclosure of their assets in a divorce, the anonymous nature of cryptocurrencies potentially make them a safe haven for spouses wishing to hide their money from a warring partner. Often, in a divorce, one spouse is looking for a pot of gold that doesn't exist. But with cryptocurrencies, it's possible the pot does exist, according to Toby Yerber. Say that 10 times. Head of the family law at Collier Bristow said in an interview, Yerber said he started to get cases where partners are concerned about hidden bitcoins since the currency became better known last year, in 2017. All right, so cryptocurrencies offline. Cryptocurrencies traded using an online exchange or bought with funds from a bank account can be easier to trace. But if cryptocurrency is moved offline, for example, if someone transfers their digital wallet to onto a USB, then it becomes more difficult. In this case, a digital forensics expert can be brought in to search through the spouse's emails to determine what transactions have taken place. This is a slow process that can cost thousands of pounds or thousands of dollars in U.S. terms, sometimes more than the currency itself is worth. Cryptocurrencies only make things more complex if you have a spouse who's determined to hold on to their money, same as if they were hiding assets overseas. Wow. How about that, people?
Paper wallet.
What's up, Scott LaRock? Shout out to you guys, to Scott LaRock and the Hyped on Crypto crew and the Rock and Range crew in Fort Knox. Yes, you can't say LOL. What is going on? Eagle has landed. All right, Elliot Webb is in the house. What's going on? Yeah, so what do you guys think about this? Call in. Talk to us, please. Let us know your thoughts. What do you really feel about the idea of someone hiding their cryptocurrencies in the matter of divorce?
Prenup.
Prenup. Talk to us more about that, Dr. Digital Warfare.
I'm just saying, get a prenup.
You said, call in 646-558-8656. 646-558-8656. New York 720-707-2699. Or if you want to just join on the line digitally, you can always do that by clicking on the link that has been provided to you in the chat. And we can talk about your questions on the air. All right, another story. What happens to your crypto on divorce or death?
Kids fight over it.
You think so? I mean, is it even possible? Like, what if there's nothing left? Like, what if there's no keys left to get into?
Burn the private keys, burn the codes, and be like, nobody ain't getting it.
That's right. Taking it to my grave.
Right, in my will. I'm buried with my paper wallet.
Oh, man. Like the dude.
Donate it.
Oh, that would be bad, right? That would suck so bad. So, remarkably, since the introduction of cryptocurrency in 2009, the South African Revenue Service is only as recently as April 2018. This is from the IOL.co.za. Personal finance. I believe this is over in Africa. As a consequence of its novelty, many common legal aspects surrounding crypto assets are unclear in comparison with assets of a similar nature, such as bonds and shares. Investment advisor Michael Youve of Northern Cross Wealth Management says the American concern at present is that as crypto is decentralized, there is no one regulating the transactions, so there's too much opportunity for fraud. In the last month or so, several exchanges have been hacked, which we just talked about. Freaking Cryptopia. All right. Sorry, it just allows me to voice my concern. Screw you guys. Okay, I'm venting right now, slowly but surely.
Counseling?
Yeah, I need counseling.
Okay.
Yep. What happens to my crypto assets in death and divorce? How crypto destroyed my marriage. So crypto is not only destroying marriages, and making the divorce process quite complicated, but it's also causing death to be complicated also. Crypto considerations on death. It is undisputed that cryptocurrency is an asset that naturally forms part of a person's estate. As such, it is eligible for estate duty in deceased estate. Despite its novel nature, the general principles of the law of succession apply to cryptocurrency as well with any other investment forming a part of a person's estate. However, explains Hayes, the uncertainty creeps in when one considers the practical aspect of living behind a crypto asset. Cryptocurrency is held in the form of a wallet, which Digital Warfare loves the paper wallets. Like Trick Daddy loves the kids, which is accessible only by means of a virtual key in the form of a password, which is known only to the owner of the wallet. Without such a key, it is virtually impossible to gain access to the wallet. And as was recently the case in the UK, where a deceased heirs left perplexed in the light of the fact that they had no means to access their crypto inheritance. People! We are in the crypto age. If you're gonna die, because we all gonna die one day, right? We're all gonna see the grave. We all gonna see the grave one day, right? And
Preach it. Preach it.
we all gonna see the grave. If one day or another you gonna die. But at the end of the day, we're one way. I'm in rare. The kid is in rare form tonight. But one way or the other, we're all gonna see the grave, right? So what we would suggest to you, number one, if you have a moment in your life where you and your spouse are starting to split up, man, be smart about what you do with your cryptocurrencies, right? Especially if you don't want your spouse to get their hands on it. Now, this is probably like a show like, dude, what are you talking about tonight? I mean, this is like real life stuff. Death and divorce is like the two big D's, right? Is almost equivalent to the big C's that one can receive in their health life, saying that they have cancer. Well, death and divorce is the same thing. Divorce means that, oh, dude, you about to lose everything, or at least half of everything that you own, including your Bitcoin if you're not smart with it. So now they have it where they have financial sooner. Oh man, Scholar Rock, you're crazy. Sooner rather than later. That's right. So you have to be smart about what you do. So if you're gonna move your Bitcoin around, man, don't be using your bank accounts. Digi, how would you suggest that if one and Johnny, I'll have you guys both chime in on this. What do you think?
Okay.
I mean, how should people like deal with this if they're gonna, especially if they have impeding consequences coming along with the splitting of their life in half with a spouse that never loved them from the beginning?
Prenup. You leave with what you came. You ain't getting my paper wallet. The goat will get it first.
Ah, the goat must be fed. We must feed the goat, pet the goat, and ride the goat. Go ahead.
Okay, say you get a couple with I guess the RFID chips.
Oh man, yeah, that's what I'm glad you brought this up because I'm getting old, man.
Say okay, they get married and now there's a smart contract on both of them, and they're tied to the blockchain and they're married, and when they get divorced, it's like a, the smart contract is, they split it 50-50 because they had a smart contract.
Hey man, smart contracts and I was in tears laughing when Johnny brought this up earlier, did you? Because if you get a smart contract, nobody's going nowhere, right? Everybody's tied to the blockchain. Your soul belongs to me in Bitcoin and the blockchain. You know what I mean? There's no leaving. There's only one way out, and that's death. Like that, it's a whole other death to death do us part, or when the computer shut down, at least.
Or you're only allowed to get married one time. So if they ever break the smart contract, then there's no get remarried.
Wow, dude.
Because it's already in the system on the blockchain that you've already expended your pass to get married.
Man, that's crazy, man. What do you feel about that?
It would make people think twice about getting married.
I think people think 3 or 4 times about getting married anymore. I mean, there's really nothing much you can do. I mean, marital property is always split 50-50. That's just how it works. And for people who always had a problem with that, then they go to court or they get a lawyer and they do the prenup. Anything other than that, don't tell her what you're doing. Use proton mail, something not on your computer.
Proton mail.
That's
the untraceable mail, right?
There's a number of them.
There's a number. It's just only one of many.
Well, I mean, to you it's untraceable, but not to proton mail. They know everything.
Oh, well.
So
that's I don't know, man. It's a weird world that we're living in. Like I'm just instead of reading this cryptocurrency and divorce, the fact that cryptocurrency is regarded to be a new asset, it's changing everything. But you got, so Bitcoin essentially has become the new Swiss bank accounts, right?
Yeah.
And so with all that being said, man, it's just a difficult world that we live in now. You can't. It's like nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, And what's gonna happen, man? What's gonna happen when you lose your keys? What's gonna happen if man? Imagine that you got $5 million sitting in Bitcoin. You die. Your kids are sitting up here hungry. Oh,
Not my monkey, not my zoo, not my problem at that point.
yeah,
I'm dead.
I know, right? And like, oh, you get to the lawyer's office, they read off the will. You have an inheritance of 50 or 5,000 Bitcoin. Okay, that's awesome. I'm rich. I'm rich like Rick James. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, well, how do I get it? Well, did they leave the key behind? Oh no, we don't know how to get into it. You're screwed. You're like sitting there like hungry with a delicious steak that's been freshly grilled right in front of you, and they're telling you can't eat it. My God. All right, let's take a quick break here real quick. Hear from a couple of our sponsors.
Many coin developers require extensive infrastructure to maintain day-to-day operations, while hobbyists, investors, and traders require coin developers to do this securely and professionally. We are Spectre Security Coin, building a new kind of decentralized community.
All right, we're back. What's up, people? We are back. We're talking about how divorce and Bitcoin is walking hand in hand together.
Crypto killed my dog.
Crypto killed my dog, man. Okay, cool. There's a Rock and Rains party next week after the show. And I'm excited about that. Hey, so everybody in the solidarity of the crypto and Rage Against the Divorce to tweet out the show tonight. Let's talk about it, man. Maybe we might be saving somebody's life. Maybe we might be saving someone's inheritance or their livelihood, right? Because of this show. Who knows? The show reaches weird people in weird places. And but for those who watch, the faithful few that we have, we thank you. We thank you! All right, so we're talking about how divorce or how Bitcoin destroyed marriages tonight. And so, yeah, there we go. Okay, we're good. All right, I thought I lost the sound there. So I want to finish talking about this. There was another article that I wanted to talk to you guys about too, over in Korea. And I think I lost the article there. But while I'm pulling it up, what's going on with the Cryptopia thing, man? Digi, Johnny, with the crash there. Why did it happen? Does anyone know? Was it an inside job?
Under investigation right now, right?
Yeah, the little bit of information that we got out was twofold. They're saying that, oh, I'm on the page right now. How was it carried out? They're saying in most cases when an exchange hacked, it's hacked due to a smart contract exploit. You know, so there's a vulnerability in the code that once it's exploited, you know, people can steal it, the rewards and that. And then the other thing that they're kicking around is unauthorized access to the credentials. So like someone got the private keys and just popped it remotely. But someone else is saying that the Cryptopia hack differs from the first two because funds were taken out of 76,000 different wallets. None of those had smart contracts, and they'd had to gain access to all the 76,000 keys. Second way it differs is because the hack continued for 5 days after Cryptopia notified or noticed. So
Wow.
Cryptopia noticed, didn't shut the stuff down for 5 days, and funds were continuously taken.
How does 76,000 withdrawals happen? But you know, it had to have been a whole team of people, or
that could have been botted. But yeah. 76,000 transactions on Cryptopia is like a half hour, bro.
Oh, okay.
So that's like, you know, that's kind of hard to spot. But they spotted it probably to maybe a customer complaint, going, "Hey, where did my funds go?" You know, and they're probably dubbing around, looking through the system, trying to figure it out, maybe thinking it was like a wallet issue or some issue. And the whole time the thieves are just slurp, slurp, slurp.
Yeah.
And, one really weird thing to notice is that the amount of money that was stolen was relatively small, is 16 million worth. So, I'd like to see, exactly a little bit more come out of them about what's going on. But I don't know if this is, I've heard some talk about Cryptopia, liquidating to pay back investors. The biggest one hit singly right now, I guess, is ETH for 3.5 mil. And then Dentcoin got hit for 2.2.
Wow.
Oyster Pearl got hit for 1.9. And it goes down the list. DApps got hit only for 384 grand. So combined other tokens was about 3 million. So they're tracking the funds. Evidently the hackers or the people who did it, they're selling off smaller portions, but the bigger exchanges are starting to block them. So most likely what's going to happen is the funds are going to go to off popularity exchanges. So all of the small ones that, are hard to get a hold of, or they're going to sit for a while. And we've seen that before too, set for a long period of time. They can't reclaim them, I don't know if if they can peer ban those wallets, whatever, to keep the funds from moving. But, we'll see. I don't know how long Cryptopia or anybody can sit on the information. And I'm hoping that, we'll see at least something come out of either the police department over there or a Cryptopia announcement, within the next week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. So, the story is just going to keep evolving. My interest alone is, like you, is how did it happen? What was the exact thing? Inside job? Was it, another place, had access and they got in through that way? Like a third party developer, or, did Cryptopia use third party code they didn't audit? I want to know how it happened.
Yeah.
I've got an idea for the hackers of how they could get rid of their Bitcoin and whatnot. But I've got to also, at the same time, it's a warning for people who want to purchase those coins. What if a lot of these hackers that, how you're saying they're just sitting on the coins, one day get like a cold storage wallet, like those cold storage cards, and then start selling them on the streets for cash, so they don't get traced before, and those people try to use Bitcoin and they get busted. They're like, hey, this is from stolen funds. So
it's really hard though. Right now they're selling off small chunks, and according to the article, they only sold off about 800,000. So it's really hard, and it's really too late, because within a couple confirmations, you could be up and out through an ATM, through another method, through an online purchase, liquidate it to Bitcoin real quick, take that Bitcoin, slap it over to overstock.com, get yourself a big screen TV. There's just so many different ways to liquidate. It's going to be real hard for them to stop it and do anything. And I really think trying to stop it at this point is mute. I think that's just a battle. So let's say, 16 million stolen, they're going to run up 30, 40, 50 million dollars just trying to stop. So that just doesn't seem economically feasible. I think right now, everybody should just call those funds gone, forget about them, because that's the reality. But people need to turn their attention back on Cryptopia and start looking for some accountability and due diligence, because these exchanges can't continue to operate like this. Right now, everybody's, from what I hear, the biggest concern is everybody's getting scared because, a year ago when the market was on, everybody was like, yeah, and now they're like, what the hell do I do? I've got all these millions of dollars invested in all these different crypto projects, but I can't even get profit because I'm scared to send it to an exchange. So again, I think everybody just needs to put the spotlight back on Cryptopia and hold Cryptopia accountable, and I think that, the Netherlands banking system, needs to reimburse people who lost money through liquidating Cryptopia. If you can't act responsibly, get out of the game.
Yeah, that about sums it up, man. I'm just tired of people getting hacked. You know, if it's not Cryptopia, it's the possibilities of other prominent exchanges. What's up, Eagle?
How you guys doing?
What's going on, man? It's the possibilities of other exchanges getting hacked, and you know, what's the other one that we were talking about? Are we able to talk about that now?
I don't know. They haven't replied to me. They don't want to talk to me. They're rather kind of rude. I mean, you know, I didn't really make much progress with them, and I tried to be responsible. I mean, you know, I don't have any money there, so it's not like it affects me, but I don't want to make the community even more nervous. I mean, and we're not talking about anybody who's been hacked. We're just talking about an exchange that has functional problems, business problems, transparency issues. And I think that's pretty common across the board. But, you know, this one particular, just they're new. And, you know, again, they seem to operate under a veil of secrecy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I don't like it when they operate like that.
I don't like it either.
And it's not fair to people that are out there, man, that are trying to do right, you know, and that want to feel safe with the cryptocurrency, especially for mass adoption. Sure, go ahead.
You know, if these guys got all this money that they're making, you know, from this exchange, from all their transactions, why aren't they spending it on security?
That's a great question.
Need a new yacht. Baby need a new set of, you know, boobies. I don't know, butt implants.
Boobies.
I mean, there's a million things. Look at them. You know, if you can ID these people, you know, go look them up on LinkedIn. Go look them up on, you know, all these other different platforms, and you know, see what kind of lifestyle they're living. You know, exchanges are bad enough, but you got these coins that come out with an ICO. The people who start the ICO pay themselves a salary. They don't do the project like they're supposed to. They run out of money, and then the project starts going to crap. And the exchange is no different. You know, it's pretty. I don't know. It just seems like anymore that's the status quo.
Status quo.
That's why I didn't do an IPO or an ICO, man. You know, I own my company. I didn't sell it off. But you know, these places do. It's a free market, free world. They can do what they want. You know, at the end of the day, you know, it's still the investors' responsibility to make sure that they're putting their money in the right place. But people do it on a whim. Everybody's got like, I want to put in $50 and get a Lambo. And that's the crypto mentality. It's what it is.
It is what it is, man. Sick of
it. Hey guys, let me ask you guys hear about this whole pivot sport?
The Pivx what?
The Pivx, I guess
there's a vulnerability with Pivx, I guess. Pivx coins. Yeah. They had to shut down a bunch of them.
That dude upset me. I'm so angry about that article.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, what the hell's going on here?
You got a security researcher out there who basically, you know, this has been known for a while. It wasn't anything that he discovered. Other people knew this. We knew it. I mean, it's simple. It's an asshole game to play. Sorry about the language. You know, it's DDoS appear by directly connecting to it, sending malformed block headers to it. You're trying to drive the CPU usage up or the disk space out. You know, and that's just a child's game. You know, we're not talking about like direct fund loss or, you know, hijacking someone's reward. And how the guy wrote the article, it's like, he's like, I'm going to be the man. And so I don't know what exchange or application writer is going to have block ports open from the internet anyways. Those are going to connect from the inside out using network address translation. So all these places that are flying off the hook, if you're if your blocks, your wallets are open to the internet whatsoever, that's crazy. You don't need to do that to propagate. Those attacks are done by directly connecting to the peer. And what you're trying to do is bop a bunch of them offline to get a 51% attack. And that's possible, but more so on smaller coins, smaller networks. You get a big coin that's got a lot of peers out there. Good luck, homie. You're just going to be an irritation to somebody. And that's the way I look at it. And that's what I read in the wallet. You know, they said XP coin was vulnerable as well, but they never reached out to contact me. They said notified. Bull. They didn't notify me. They didn't notify any of the other developers or people who work for XP coin either. I think maybe support might have heard something from them, but they didn't even say what it was. So support didn't. They were like, I don't know what this is. But they're just support. They're only responsible for routing tickets, right? The ticket still needs to be clear. So I don't know what due diligence that guy's thinking he's doing, but you know, it just appears that he's trying to make a name for himself by like, oh, look, I found this, blah, 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 blah. And the end effect is it scared the heck out of exchanges, and it scared the heck out of coin devs, and it scared the heck out of coin groups. So for me, it was just his poor form all the way around. Like, you know, you're like, hey, can we talk about this, Digi? And I'm like, well, we can and we can't. And, you know, that's because I don't want to scare anybody. You know, I don't want to make a name for myself like that. This guy does. So if he's listening, pound sand, bro. That's horrible what you did.
Man. Shame on you.
Yeah, shame.
Chicken wing.
Bud.
So yeah, I mean, but we know blockchains are susceptible to all kinds of vulnerabilities, time warp attacks. You know, developers know these things, but you know, the normal users don't. And when they read stuff like that, it really has an effect. Like a lot of coins, their prices are just dropping right now because the exchange shut their wallet off, and you know, all of this stuff. And yeah, you know, when someone brings up an issue with the wallet, that's a legit issue. You know, developer needs to stop and take a look at it. And if he can't fix it, man, there's plenty of blockchain developers out there. They'll give a hand, and it's simple. The world will move on. Crypto will not stop for this. It's just a pebble, you know. And for me, it's just an irritation. But yeah, if you have an app, and if you have an exchange, if you have something you're writing that's connected to the blockchain, there's absolutely no reason whatsoever to have those ports open to the internet. Your wallet will connect and download blockchains just the same. It connects out to peers, you know.
Yeah, it's just a sad day in the world right now of crypto, and I just want everything to get back to what it used to be. I need some of that 2017 cryptocurrency action going on right now, because right now I'm not liking what I'm seeing. People are really pissing me off.
Win moon,
win Lambo, win bins.
I think Bitcoin's going to go up. I think it's going to go up soon. I don't think it's going to stay where it is. I don't think it's going to go up by much right now. I think it'll go up a couple $100, you know, and I think that, you know, is where it is. But, you know, we were talking with on Kraken Crypto, and, you know, I think we had a pretty much an agreement that we're going to see this thing go sideways for a while. When we see sideways, that means it's going to go up $100 and down $100 and go up $100, and it's just going to keep bouncing along like that. But it eventually, you know, it's going to do one thing or another. But for right now, it just looks like it's going sideways, which is fine. There's still money to be made. You got to trade better. It's simple. And there are some coins out there that are having some really good positive action, you know? And so that's proof that, you know, the whole industry isn't affected. But I think the ones that you see mostly affected are the ones that all they have is their wallet. They don't have anything else going on. They don't have any side programs. You know, they're not doing partnerships. They're not doing merchandising. You know, they're not pursuing the other non-wallet aspects. So it's kind of like trading's the only thing they have. And I get it. I understand it. But it don't mean that I find that is of value.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, you know, thank goodness for coins like yours, Digi, with Spectre Security. and then the other projects that you're working on that I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about yet.
Like what?
Well,
No.
you almost got me. You almost got me. But it's all right.
Shame.
It's,
Well,
Shame.
we're having a good time, man. At Spectre Security.
yeah.
We got the shop up and running, which is cool.
Shame.
Yeah.
We got our partners in there. And for us, partners are much like the blockchain. For us, they're peers, and the more partners we have, the stronger our partner network. Everybody's group gets elevated. We help each other. I've been helping a number of the coin groups, increase their security standpoint, helping them get into an online merchandising, because everybody needs that. And in the last 24 hours, we've sold roughly $700-800 to $1,000 worth of Steam games, and we're taking like 8 different partner cryptos. And right now, our newest partners today are Pencoin and Strong Hands. We just partnered up with about like at the beginning of the show. So their wallet's coming up now. And after it's tested, they'll be there. X42, I'm working on their wallet right now with them. We're going to get that into the shop and fully running. Our vendor areas we're working on right now, so our partners can come and put up their own little mini store in our store. And that's what the community needs.
Yeah.
They need people working together.
I agree 100%. And that's a great segue into our next portion of the show as we get ready to shut this baby down. I want to highlight our new partners we have here with cryptocurrency. Well, with our community partnership, thanks to your tutelage, Mr. Digi Warfare, we've now partnered up with Fearless Girl Boss and her line. And let's see if I can get that on the screen for you guys. You can check out her website. I'm all about, broadening the horizons with partnerships. And let's see if that. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, so cool website. She just built this here. She's got a new product line that's coming out. And I don't know if it's available online just yet. I know she's got some cool stuff coming out. The fresh product line she has coming out, which is great. You guys can check her out at fearlessgirlboss.com. Fearlessgirlboss.com. Then we have Adam White, great motivational speaker. He's really been helping my brain. Does all sorts of crazy stuff and has a few books out. You guys can check his book out. Check out his website, adamempowers.com. Adamempowers.com. And then we have Cracking Crypto that just signed on with us as a new partner, community partner.
Awesome.
Cracking Crypto, I believe, .com. Yes. Pulling those guys up right now. Nope. I typed in the wrong web address. Is it Cracking Crypto? You guys got to help me out here. Anyone know their website?
Cracking Crypto?
Yeah.
I'll pull it up right here for you.
Oh, hold on. Cracking Cryptocurrency. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So crackingcryptocurrency.com. These guys are really cool. They have a lot of great knowledgeable information that they pass along every day at 12 p.m. So check them out for their technical analysis, which is great. Soon coming to you guys, we're going to have some Your Crypto Daily merchandise again. Some new designs with our newest logo stuff on there. So be on the lookout for that. When you guys get a chance, make sure you check out our website here at yourcryptodaily.com. And on this site, it's probably a lot different from those who have been on there before. It's redesigned. You can check out some of our broadcast partners, such as ikeson. I have an Advocare link that you guys can check out also. And then, of course, our past shows, you can check them out there, right there on the site. So it's been totally redesigned. Hopefully a lot more eye-appealing than it was before. Of course, we have, so you can see a line of all of our community partners here. Fearless Girl Boss, ikeson, especially for those who are looking to get their credit scores up. Check those guys out, myecon. That'll really be beneficial to you. And then Cracking Crypto, then the Adam White Experience. We just looked at him. Hey, listen, man, and I know we don't talk about them a lot on the show, but Leisure Coin,
Oh yeah.
you guys got to really check them out, man. But make sure you go to yourcryptodaily.com to look at all the community partners that are partnered up with us here late. We're just growing. We're ever expanding community. And, of course, Spectre Security, X42. Yeah, because Leisure Coin right now, hopefully they'll get on the new exchange here real soon. You can check those guys out at leisurecoins.org. They have an exchange, I believe, that's going to be coming down the line. Johnny, is that right? Are you still out there? And Johnny Boy's out of here. All right.
I was on mute.
Here we go.
I know they got. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
I know there's a mobile wallet coming.
For Leisure Coin?
Yeah.
Awesome. That'll be great, man.
They're in the shop too as a payment method.
Yeah, man. And make sure you guys, did you say the link for that? Did you?
It's shop.spectresecurity.io.
Nice. Awesome. Check those guys out. It's a pretty cool platform. Everything is everything. And it's a beautiful thing. Hey, when you guys, speaking of mobile, go ahead. Eagle.
Hey guys, don't forget about Rockin' Reigns.
Rockin'
We're gonna have a party all week long.
Woo!
We're starting off tomorrow night and Throat Punch, and then we're gonna be doing Invoice all week long, and then of course next Friday after the show we're gonna do You Guys. It's gonna be a blast. We're gonna have a good time in your place.
I won't show up unless you play funk music, and I'm talking about real funk, like Parliament Funkadelic.
Got some old school
Rick
funk
James,
for you, man.
yeah, and Rick James. You can't. There's no funk. Yeah, that's right. We gotta have the funk. Swing down, sweet cherry, let me ride. All that. The Mothership Connection, and then you gotta play some purple funk with my man Prince. Morris Day and the Time. You just that's real funk, because this new funk you guys let's do is like it's nothing sexy or funky about it.
Playing a little George Clinton too. I hope you like that.
What George? Oh, see, you're not educated on the funk like I thought you were. All right, so, but yeah, I got you, man. I'm not gonna put you on blast all live on the air. Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. Yes, swing down, man. Real funk, man. It's but no, we have a good time on the Rockin' Reigns, man, and you guys patronize. Hey, listen, we love donations. To keep us going, donations are essential for us. Sow a seed into the cryptocurrency ministry known as yourcryptodaily.com. Be a covenant partner with us. It's like a televangelist, right? Yes, the Lord loves you, and I love you too. All right, make sure you guys check out our partners, fearlessgirlboss.com, adamempowers.com, crackingcryptocurrency.com, yourcryptodaily.com, spectresecurity.io, x42.tech. And don't forget, guys, check out fearlessman.myecon, especially for those that are looking like to save a lot of money in like these virtual malls. Man, there's anything you want to buy, man, you can save up to like 30% when you go to the myecon under the shopping and the product section there. So, all right, hey, listen, we love you, and the world loves you too. You guys be safe out there. Any last closing remarks as we get ready to shut this puppy down tonight?
Nah, just thanks to all the many partners. You guys you keep us going, you give us energy, and it's a good time. We'll all add some more partners this year.
Yes.
So partners are good. Napster bad.
Fearless Girl Boss, what is up to you?
Yep.
All right. I just saw you jump in on the chat there. Hey, Eagle, man, thanks for joining the show tonight. It's really special, and anytime an eagle can land upon the perch of your tree, it make you feel special.
Hey, thanks for having me, man.
That was so goddamn weird.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yes, I'm such a nerd. I am such a nerd. Hey, man, shout out to all those people who make my
daily,
life.
Man. I love being here.
Oh, yeah, man, we love having you. Shout out to all those people out there who make me feel so special on the inside and warm and fuzzy on the inside. You're good peoples, and I thank you for joining the throw. Hey, listen, of course, keep it crypto, and, of course, join us next week. Leave a comment, subscribe, and say what you feel. Say what you want to talk about next week. Give us some show ideas. We're all about for the people, by the people, and that's how we roll. Thanks to Johnny Boy Crypto, Digi Warfare, the Eagle, and everybody out there listening and having a good time. Have a safe, enjoyable weekend. Until next time, we'll see you guys next week. Peace.